A proclamation honoring the unionization efforts of Urban Peak workers. Whereas Urban Peak is a nonprofit organization dedicated to serving the unhoused youth in our city, igniting the potential to exit homelessness and create self-determined, fulfilled lives. And whereas it is with great admiration that we acknowledge the workers of Urban Peak for reaching a historic milestone, becoming the first nonprofit serving the unhoused in Denver to unionize. And whereas this remarkable accomplishment is a testament to the unwavering dedication, solidarity, and exceptional organizing efforts demonstrated by the workers of Urban Peak, who have united in their pursuits of fair working conditions, equitable treatment, and a stronger collective voice. And whereas the successful unionization of the workers of Urban Peak exemplifies their commitment to fostering a better work environment, one that prioritizes the physical and mental well-being of their employees, encourages open communication, and values the contributions and expertise of each worker. And whereas research consistently demonstrates that a positive and supportive work environment leads to enhanced productivity, increased job satisfaction, and improved outcomes for the individuals receiving services. Whereas the City Council of Denver firmly believes that the unionization of the workers of Urban Peak will pave the way for more equitable working conditions and better outcomes for the unhoused populations in our great city. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed by the Council of the City and County of Denver, the City Council of Denver extends its deepest gratitude to the workers of Urban Peak for their incredible organizing efforts, commitment to each other, and their contributions to community. The City Council of Denver commends the workers of Urban Peak for their historic achievement in becoming the first nonprofit organization serving the unhoused in Denver to unionize. The City Council of Denver recognizes and supports the importance of a better work environment as it directly correlates to enhanced outcomes for the unhoused populations and encourages all nonprofit organizations to prioritize fair and equitable working conditions. That the clerk of the City and County of Denver shall affix the seal of the City and County of Denver to this proclamation, and that a copy be transmitted to Dara, a unionized worker at Urban Peak.
Thank you very much. Councilwoman Lewis, your motion to adopt.
I move to adopt Proclamation 1211.
Thank you. And that's been moved and seconded. Comments by members of council. Councilwoman Lewis.
I will hand it over to my co-sponsors.
All right. Councilwoman Alvidrez, Romero Campbell, and Gonzalez Gutierrez.
Thank you, Council President, and thank you, Councilwoman Lewis, for bringing this forward. I'm so proud because Urban Peak is going to be newly in District 7 with their mothership location, and the work that they do is amazing. They have such amazing people working for them. I've been able to get to know them and see their space. So honoring their employees and Urban Peak's good work in this way is really important to me. So I am so proud, and thank you, Councilwoman Lewis, for bringing this to my attention because I honestly wasn't even aware. So I'm so grateful and so excited for the future of Urban Peak, especially in District 7. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Gonzalez Gutierrez.
Thank you. Sorry. Thank you, Madam President, for that. And thank you, Councilwoman Lewis, again, for bringing this proclamation forward, for asking if we would be interested in joining, and I am very interested and committed because similar to Councilwoman Alvidrez, I appreciate the work that is being done at places like Urban Peak, and knowing that there are far and few in between who do this type of work, working with our young people that are most vulnerable and in the most vulnerable situations that they are in. It takes a lot. And with that, doing that work, there's such high burnout. It is probably the hardest work that can be done. And I just want to show my appreciation and gratitude for doing that work day in and day out, and know that I firmly believe that you deserve to be treated fairly and equally and with respect. And I am so grateful to be a part of this effort and look forward to partnering going forward.
Thank you so much. Councilwoman Romero Campbell.
Thank you, Council President. And thank you, Councilwoman Lewis, for bringing this forward. I, have spent my entire career in the nonprofit field, and I am so incredibly proud that Urban Peak has stepped forward and that you have come forward to become the first nonprofit serving unhoused youth in our city. This is tremendous. And also that you have chosen this pathway and this work. It's not easy, one, to work within, nonprofit community. There are always so many other lucrative jobs out there. And so to really choose to stay in the field and to work with young people with professionalism and compassion is tremendous, and why I think I'm grateful that you all are here and moving forward and being a part of what our solution is in the city to really address the unhoused. So thank you. And that's all. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you. Councilwoman Alvidrez.
Thank you. I just wanted to say a few more words, because one thing that I've learned is that not everyone knows what Urban Peak is or what they do. And so just to say a few words about Urban Peak, they really do serve our youth, as Councilwoman Gonzalez Gutierrez said. And I, toured their facility now that they have not in District 7, and they have a place for kids to play music. They have places for kids to socialize. They, a lot of teenagers struggle with experiencing homelessness, with fights with their parents, with needing that space to just convene. And when I walked into Urban Peak space, I thought I would have loved to hang out here when I was a teenager in my emo mode. And I think that's beautiful, that not just because you're experiencing homelessness, you want to be there, but because you're a young person and you need a space to be yourself. So I'm so excited for that work to continue. And also, when we talk about experiencing homelessness, fair wages to live in Denver are part of that. So I think that's where this kind of comes full circle. Not only do our kids have the ability to live in Denver, but also the people that work there. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Hines.
Thank you, Council President, and thank you so much for the proclamation today. As many people know, I guess more people will know now, I am a card-carrying Teamster. I have my union dues deducted from my paycheck. That said, I'm so glad that SEIU is, so not every union can be everything for every organization. I'm really excited that SEIU is in this partnership today, because I've seen so many other times when SEIU has fought, not only on behalf of the members, but on behalf of the organizations they represent. So SEIU has gone to bat for getting more funding for organizations that have unionized with SEIU, and I look forward to another strong partnership with SEIU and Urban Peak. And if you need help advocating for more funds at the State House, I'll be there with you. So thank you to our sisters and brothers at SEIU, as well as at Urban Peak. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Councilwoman Lewis.
I'll keep my remarks brief. I'm very excited, but my history with Urban Peak when I was a young one was with the original founder, Dave Stalls. And Urban Peak was a place for teens to be able to go after hours to really keep them off the streets. And I was one of those folks. I actually wasn't supposed to be in there, but they liked me enough to let me break the age law there. So don't tell anyone, except for whoever's listening and watching. But really appreciate the work that we're doing. And as we are in this crisis around homelessness, what a great opportunity to really focus our efforts and make sure that we're taking care of the folks that are taking care of our most vulnerable folks in our communities. And so really appreciate the opportunity to carry this and to be a co-sponsor with you wonderful folks. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Seeing no one else in queue, Madam Secretary, roll call.